Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your host, Colors Fade. The Redux version, it's episode 5. We're here in the market square. We have a demon house to go back to. We have the Church of Desna. And did we make our way all the way over here? We did not. I wanted to drop some loot because we were heavy. So, oh, but you can't go any further over here, can you? The game has kind of a beef with you getting to the edge of maps and stuff. It doesn't like to let you scroll over any further. Seems like a little more leeway would be good. Oh, and grabbing that loot caused us to run into critters. So you can see Woljif is dealing. He's got a masterwork dagger, but it's not cold iron, so he's not he's getting reduced damage. Victoria, meanwhile, is dealing all of her damage because she has a cold iron weapon. That's a very nice smack down there. Sometimes it's a little hard. I mean, there's a cold iron short spear if anybody wants to use such a thing. I don't. I've never been a big spear person in video games, because there's always like way better weapons. But if I had Brad Pitt from Troy, boy, I'd give that man a spear. I love that fight scene with him and Hector. It's one of my favorite fight scenes of all times in any movie. It's just so good. It's so good because of the emotional content. Because at the beginning, Hector's afraid, but I think he still thinks he has a chance. And then about halfway through the fight, he realizes he's completely screwed and there's no way he can win. And the look on his face as it dawns on him is like, you know, and just the sureness of Achilles realizing, dude, you never had a chance. It's just so well acted and so well done, and it was choreographed really well. I loved how they had the little cutouts and the shields, and they're using their spears balancing on them and stuff. It was such a good scene. Such a good scene. Count Arande's servant, thank the gods. I found someone who isn't fleeing in a panic. Are you crusaders? Mercenaries? I am a servant of Count Darren Nevis Arande. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone's throw away. On the next street over. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'll help. Where's your master's house? He just tells you, and the Arande party house is revealed. So you can leave the area exit there. But we still have much to do. It's interesting to put that sack of loot there right next to the door, because we left loot inside the building. Because things were a little big, a little heavy. The blood stain in the body of something truly enormous was dragged over these stones to Rendelive, most likely. And then up here we have Masked Stranger, which has to do with Nenio's quest, but we haven't found Nenio yet. We will soon. Wonder what we should do here. Amber, what do you got? Right. Vulnerability curse. Slumber. Yeah, everybody's... You gotta sneak her up here. Okay, how's this spell work? Will negates, standard action, spell resistance, one enemy creature within medium range. Okay, cleric. Cleric's probably going to have... What's it say? Did it say a will save to negate? I guess I better just do the cultist then. Hey! He's out. Clerics, get your high saving throws, because they usually have higher wisdom, so. No sense aiming for a target that's probably going to resist it. Oh, look at this. It's magical half plate. What is it? Half plate plus 1. Well, let's take a look at that, shall we? Sela, is it going to be better for you? Oh, yes, it is. Well, you, tanky girl. What about you? What's the best thing for you? Half plate. Yeah, that should be better for you. It's a 19. That's nice. Okay. Nobody else can wear armor. Actually, I'm not supposed to be wearing armor if I'm going to cast spells. It gives me 5 dexterity right now. What's my armor class if I take it off? Nothing. I'm at the same because I've got armor on. I've got mage armor on. So, yeah, that's funny. Hide armor. So, a whole bunch of armor and nobody to wear it. Now we just gotta roam around here. Hey, look. Loot. Midnight bolt. I hear something magical over here. What's going on? The demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Discari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Tarendula, the mightiest of the city's defenders, and the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins, from the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Aeon, and he is not alone. The shadow of the strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze of untethered from an observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Aeon is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, the present, the future stand before him as unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What past does he see? Past exists as one who wielded his gaze in life, although the one and life are inopposite terms for Aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This Aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world-wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the Aeon down. So, present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be there. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only her gaze remains. Aeon picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it, and you get the purple stone knife. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon, is killed even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them? Used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness. Unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Retain the Aeon's power. We're going to do that. That gives you access to the Aeon Mythic Path, I think, but we're not going to take it. I don't think. I may have to look that up, actually. I've never done it. I was going to go Angel and then later Legend, because really Legend is where I want to be. I wish you could get Legend in Act 3, but you can't get it till Act 5. But I may have to do some research on Aeon. Alright. Well then. I wonder what the difference is. I haven't actually looked at the Aeon Mythic Path very much, which makes me actually very curious. I might just stop here and do a little research real quick. So the Aeon Mythic Path has a lot of spells in common with like a cleric, whereas the Angel Mythic Path has a lot of spells in common with paladins and clerics, and then some unique spells of their own. And one of the really cool ones is they get a spell early, the Angel does, called Shield from Demonkind, which was actually in my last private playthrough. It was one of the only ways I could defeat a specific creature that was invisible to me. I didn't have any more see and vis spells, any more true sight spells. And I cast that spell on the person getting hit. It does 1d6 plus 1 for mythic level damage to demons that attack the character that it's cast on. So it's like a defensive, it's like a thorn shield kind of in a way. It worked really great. I kind of really loved that spell, and it was actually the only spell that I really hated losing when I changed over to Legend Mythic Path. So Angel is probably where I'm still going to go. All you have to do to get Aeon Mythic Path is answer with the Aeon Mythic choices as you go along. We're going to see how I feel about doing that as we go. But the Aeons get different summons, like golems and stuff, and the Angel gets Monic Divas and all this stuff. It's Devas. It's really, really cool either way. I might do the Aeon some other time. I think I'm probably still going to stick to my original plan here and go with Angel. All right. Rameen, my beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable. But do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The demons still haven't entirely broken through the defenses of Canabras, but time is running out. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in his stern old man. In Holren, his armor is dented and covered in blood, and this unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you only had set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there's someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. And if they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before you slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you, I remember you. You appeared in the city the day the demons attacked and Terendelev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once. I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Holren peers at Lan with suspicion. Lan, At your service. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras all my life. You haven't ever seen me before? Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So you're a mongrel? Huh. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. All right, let's be off with you. He looks to you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader, fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons. A crusader, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in the city. Hulren Shapak, prelate of Canabras by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Gulfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. And, as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. I am Rameen of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Hulren here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with, for instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates, back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Aurilu Vorlish while they still had a chance, there never would have even been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without a trial. That is unworthy of a servant of Iomide. The old man fixes his gaze on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomide, and I won't question yours. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll answer to me. Stop! You are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can you think of anything better to do than beat each other's throats in the ruins of this city? You're a fool, Hulren. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the ward stone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the ward stone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this strategy are demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it, and now you would still rather kill an innocent person than perish yourself, and then admit that you were wrong, as always. We saved him. Hey. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the wardstone is clear proof. Rameen must be captured. Rameen really warned you about the attack? Those crazy Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie. Sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that the demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomide, forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up, along with his followers, and interrogated, but instead I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. This is an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnans played right into the hands of Discari's hordes. They almost left the city completely defenseless. Rameen covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? There's nothing dangerous in that hole. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canabras would have gone the same way a long time ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the crusade. Back then, Canabras didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not? For no one was ever turned away. 'Twas no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you hauled yourself here from across the seas, the crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed towards the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all. So she threw the blood from afar, spattering the Wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Menago is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks. And the creature was right too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk's memories. Since then, Canabras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who covet Aurilu's glory. We drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Baelor Karemzada, and they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Discari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here, the goddess curse him, in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again, and we're still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. I'm gonna go, although I really would like to kill him, but I'm gonna try to keep him alive this time. Go then if you have to. It'd be good if you could return with the head of that scum. That's not gonna happen. I remember you. When Father and I arrived in the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true. You and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames, but then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire. That is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young, with a big mustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws large, bushy mustache in the air with her finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He's just really, really wanted to protect his city, and only he got mixed up about who was good and who was evil. All right. Let's go. Let's leave this punk here. He's a pain in the butt. Okay, map time. Not nap time, map time. Okay, so that's... We got a marker for Halloran. That's awesome. Okay. So this is... Back into the square. There's some stairs over here, isn't there? Yep. Up here. I apologize for the pauses here. I'm having to deal with certain things in my voice. It's time for a couple of cough drops. I'll tell you, rat swarms are the suck. But I'm glad that on normal you can kill them with weapons, because having to kill them with bombs and all kinds of other things sucks. These people were not killed by demons. Their mortal wounds were inflicted by ordinary weapons. Meaning hull run, punk. Alright, we're going to go up here where there's going to be more fighting. There's some tough fighting, I think. There's some undead stuff over here. There's this guy. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Really? What is going on here? Energetic tiefling, antsy tiefling. Watch it, watch it. What are you goons doing? You'll bloody crush me. A young tiefling lies trapped in a collapsed section of tunnel. Another two tieflings scramble around, trying in vain to free him from the rubble. The demons still haven't entirely broke. Okay, that's interesting. Quit whining. Hey, alarm! Someone's coming. Maybe he will help us. Wise up, would you, before you get us killed? Let's make a run for it while we still can. No, come on, don't leave me. I'll die here. Hey, guys, I see you're in a bit of a jam. Get a load of this lot. And no escort either. Wold you, you little shit. How are you not dead yet? And who's that with you? They're friends of mine. Great guys. Listen, do me a solid. Help me drag his sorry carcass free. They'll repay you. Cross my heart. All right. You succeed at the athletic check. Yay. Woo! I'm alive. And all in one piece, give or take. Thank you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. The freed tiefling turns to his companions. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip, just to the gray garrison and back. Don't be a coward. It's not going to collapse. Go, or else we came all this way for nothing. Oh, not now. Talk later. The tiefling eyes you and elbows his chatty companion with the ribs causing him to double over in pain. Sounds very suspicious to me. Come clean. Who are you? All right. Don't hurt us. People call us the tieflings. Well, we kind of sort of skirt around the edges of law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he doesn't like, or fancy cayenne and wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in this city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads straight to the Grey Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat's feeling a little dry or who needs some nighttime reading material, we can get all the things from that his heartless superiors refuse to. We're providing a public service. Alright. I helped you. Now you can help me and the Commander Turbay to save Canabras. The militia needs people with various skills, even ones as unusual as yours. What? Are you blind or something? The tiefling points at his horns and his tail. Know what people call us? A Relu's spawn. And that's one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa. Turbade? Erebeth Turbade from the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treats us with any decency. Why should we risk our neck for the Crusaders? Because Erebeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that creep Holren. Yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless toe rag would refuse her help after that. Nah, I'm not listening to any more of this. You do what you want. I'm headed for the River Kingdoms. Go on, then. I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. The tiefling smirks. We've made some good money in the city. It'd be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. But enough for you, Marine. So long. Hey, tieflings have joined the Crusaders. I don't think I've ever got that to happen before. Oh, yeah, it's the edge of the map. They're not going to let me go any further. All right. Oh, time to kill. Time to kill. These guys kind of suck because they can sunder armor like that. Oh, but that one got a little scaredy. I love that weapon. It's a really good weapon for early in the game. Despite all the city's troubles, the statue of Iomade towers proudly over the streets. Yeah. What's over here? Climb down. Okay, it's easier to climb down than go up. What do we have here? Canabras Crusaders. Alright, what's the loot look like? Loot situation. We're down here. I'm going to drop something because if I need to come back and see those Crusaders. I don't think I have to, but just in case. There's that loot. Hey, look at you guys. Neophyte Fighter, Neophyte Cleric. You can hit this as many times as you want to, can't you? Yeah, baby. Oh, it didn't get him. It didn't get him. Woltif, what are you doing? You're gonna race past him here. Wizards, go down. That's the way we like it. Everybody's getting a little bit of damage here. It's not the end of the world, but we are getting a little dinged up. I still don't see any cold iron, extra cold iron stuff. I'm pretty sure we don't have any. If you sort by price, you can kind of see. That's a cold iron punching dagger. But I'm not dual wielding. I've got an extra, I got a masterwork dagger. Ooh, I need that then, because I need to do cold iron damage. Masterwork longsword, cold iron masterwork longsword, javelin, dueling sword, short sword. Okay. Alright. Emmer's got this. Masterwork. There's no cold iron crossbows, I don't think, of any kind. Composite longbows. What is this? Masterwork longbow. What's the difference between... What's he using? He's using a composite one, which gives you the strength bonus. And this is a masterwork one, which does... Does it change his to hit? Let's see. 8, 8, 9. Oh, so it does +9. Okay. I think it gets more damage, though, because of strength. Composite bows let you add your strength bonus, I believe, to damage. That's one thing I wish the game would do a little better. As you can see, we'd have to... Yeah, you can see it here. It shows you the attack is really good. The attacks get completely broken down and show you, you know, base attack bonus, strength enhancement, enhancement +1, other +2 flanking. It's all good. Then when you get to the damage, it just says just damage. 1d8 +7. You don't know where the +7 is necessarily all coming from. So it's, I wish they'd break that down a little bit more so you could see everything. But so be it. Come, Ember.
You're a good person. I like you.
Yet another obstacle.
That one fell down.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh my god, you guys are leaving Woljif out there by himself.
No.
Okay. I just happened to save. Oh man. They're all running around the narrow way, leaving Woljif out there by himself. That is not wise. That was a really, really bad plan. Oh my gosh. I could not believe that. That was some of the worst pathing ever. Alright, we're going to try this again. I'm just going to try to maneuver everybody in this direction. There we go. Yeah, she took a heavy hit. You need to shoot this evoker. You need to shoot that evoker.
Or else.
Yeah, there you go. Woljif.
Just die already.
Yeah, I know. I know. Darling, dear, where's your... Oh no, not treat affliction. That doesn't matter. What is this? Raven familiar. Okay. You got what? Cure light wounds? We don't have any scrolls of cure medium wounds, do we? We haven't picked up any of those. Nope. Okay. Well, darling, you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to do that. Who's this? That's me. Kill this guy. Seal it, kill this guy.
Yes. I won't give up.
I know, but it's looking pretty grim for you here. Okay. That was all kind of tough. Oh, look at that. Masterwork of Bardiche. Oh no, it was the other thing. Club with nails. Oh. Okay. This is going to be a little risky, but I think we should camp here. Oh, come on. Where are the enemies nearby? What if we go over here? Okay. I don't want to spend all my health potions healing these people, so I'm going to try to do it this way. Okay, so who's best at camouflage? Yeah, Woljif. That's way smarter. Okay, so that means that when it comes to the Night Watch, I should be number 2. Okay, that's better. I get Woljif's camouflage, maybe we won't get attacked. Yay, heal us. 1 day of rest. Failed to weaken the impact of the corruption. We're going to have to get back to our favorite place there. The camp at the tavern. So odd. So odd that the game just shows your camp. It's got the zone right there. And then it fades to black and it takes forever. Like it's reloading the whole area. It's just a little strange to me. Okay. You, my friend, have this. And this. Right. Ember, you probably should spend 1 on yourself to do that. You have one of these. Okay. Now, all of us can boogie down. Pick up the loot. Diamond dust. Alright. Yeah, because that was a little A little hairy. What's this? Scroll of Hypnotism. It's an enchantment. What do we have here? The mongrels. We need to get them on our side too. That's the other thing. You're trying to recruit as many people as you can here. Maybe we should go back? This place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere. And the air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? Another mongrel stares straight ahead, gripping his blade in a trembling fist. No, not one step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. So you made it. Good to see you all. How's old Saul doing? Still waiting and thinking? Well, don't worry. He'll make up his mind soon. You won't be hanging around underground for much longer. Right now, we need everyone who can hold a weapon. I have a plan. Go back below ground and wait at the shield maze exit. We'll get the beasts at both ends. Wait, what are you doing here? It's you. It's thanks to you that we made it to the surface to fight the demons. The shield maze fell, but Soul slowed everything down. He's an old man. He's afraid of everything. But we can't sit in the dark like root vegetables while big things are happening up above. We tried to follow you through the shield maze. We emerged into some kind of fortress. But there were too many demons there. Then we dug out another passage into the city. It took days, but we did it. Well, you made it out, so do whatever you need to do. The young ones are holding up well, but will they be able to fight out in the open? Even I struggle with that. I hope we did the right thing. We are the Crusaders of the Underground. We will fight like our forebears did. All right. I hope that means that they're recruited. It doesn't really say that, though, did it? Because there's what? Wardstone Legacy. Feud the faithful. Gather allies. The tieflings have joined the Crusaders. Okay. What's going on over here? I thought there would have been some choice that would have been like, go back to the tavern. That's where we're gathering everybody. These bodies have a variety of wounds. One is covered in burns. Others have weapons or claw marks. It's safe to assume that they were decapitated post-mortem. Wonderful. Okay, so we can't go any further this way. It's all blocked off. Well then. Where are we at on this map? We're going to look for the white areas here. This area down here. Can we get there? We can't. Okay. You guys can go all the way over here, but... I see. So if we want to get over there, we got to go a different way. Oh. So we can't go... We can't cross over this way? Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Right there. That's what I want. Right there. This is where the undead plague horse is. Alright. Undead. Where are you, plague horsey? Can we go in there? No. Oh, there's a house over here. Alright. What kind of house is this going to be? How do we want to get killed this time?
Who, me?
Here we go. My friends,
You've crossed the wrong
Too
mongrel.
late for apologies.
kill the Brimarack. It's not good. Oh no, I'm down. Okay. I'm not permanently wounded though. I'm not on death's door, as it says.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Yes. Okay, everyone. Let's heal this. These are the days the potions were made for. Let's see. We got a a bunch of potions, so that's pretty good. Ember. Stop rolling twos, people. Stop rolling twos. Roll the big numbers. Oh my gosh, she rolled like a 2 there too. Look at all the twos. +2, +2, +2. Oh, the dice is being cruel. Abrupt force, very nice if you want to use a scimitar. +1 cold iron. Really cool. There's this signet of House Vesperilitilo. What's this do? Once per day, the owner of this token can choose any skill and rub this token to get a +5 circumstance bonus on the chosen skill checks for 1 hour. Owner must have this token equipped for the duration of the effect. I'm not even sure I ever used that. My first time through, but if I need it for a specific skill check, we'll take a look. We'll keep that in our pocket. Piece of a holy symbol, that turns into something very nice. Crusader Berenger's letter home. Shin, beloved brother of mine. Yes, yes, yes. Demon Spada, okay. Nothing else in this house? No other death coming to claim us? In that case, to the street. This COVID cough is hell to deal with, I'm telling you. I'm not having a good time with it. It's making these videos hard to do. I didn't really think about my voice a whole bunch until that. Lore, the house is engulfed in flames. It took a lore religion check to know that? Really? Lan, you took a little smack there. Let's fix you up too. Scroll of hypnotism. Okay, is there anything there that I can memorize that would be useful? Oh yes, glitter dust. Use. Copy to spellbook. This is enchantment, and I'll probably never use it. All enemies within a 30-foot burst centered on the target. I'm going to put that on here in case I want to use it that way. Woljif, you got anything? I'm going to save the rest of those. We're going to save them for Nenio. Nenio is the character we would like to find right now. Okay, so here's this thing. This thing really sucks. How do we want to go about doing this?
We will win this war.
Do you got, yeah, you got bless. And that. Okay. Now, everybody go.
You can handle them, right?
I hate these things. Yep, and that's why. Kill it. Come on, people. Those things are nasty because they do that. Channel negative energy. I really, really don't like it. Okay, so.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
I know. It's costing us now a little bit of time here. Oh my gosh. Woljif, you're rolling the worst rolls. You're stinking, buddy. Oh, this cough. Not to be trifled with. Alright, next. Let's see. There's nothing back here. As far as you can go there? Okay. Where am I? Gotta make the mobility check to get back this way. You just kind of gotta use the map as your guide and look for the areas where you haven't gone yet. This big area over here, too. Okay. Oh.
No reason to pause.
Hey, hey, hey. All right, there's that guy. Hey. The bugs are dead. More loot. Strangely, this does not lead to a dungeon. Okay, what direction are we facing here? This to get you up here. I think we need to go back over here. I can't. Okay. Max, what did we run into? Bugs. Well, that's nice. Dead bugs. I'm digging that. What's this? Oh yeah, this. So this is the beginning. Let's get you over where Ember was. Can we? This big black wall here. Can we go this way? There's those two guys. Oh, and here we go, Kaelessa. The elf hunched up next to you is clutching a small but deep puncture wound. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin is blacker than Garundi's. Her teeth are fanged, and her hair is as gray as a crone's. Her crimson eyes glare at you in the gleam of malice. What are you looking at, soldier? Like what you see? Take a closer look at her strange appearance. Failed that. I know who you are. You are Kaelessa, a cultist of Discari. That's a lie. I loathe demons, and I'll kill any I come in contact with. She's clearly holding something back, but she doesn't appear to be lying either. Whatever it is she's hiding, her claim that she hates demons sounds quite convincing. Why would Thorn slander you? Kaelessa's grim expression hardens further, as bleak and unflinching as the words on the tombstone. You're asking questions that are dangerous in and of themselves. I urge you to stop. The more you know about me, the higher the chance that a traitor's dagger will find its way into your back. I believe you. Thorn is at the Defender Sart. You should keep clear of the place. It was never my intention to set foot in there. Farewell, soldier, and thank you for believing me. So off she goes. Thorn has been
Might be
lying.
trap, might be treasure.
Alright, we got... Well, we're at the end of this episode, so... what I want to do... Our abyssal corruption is pretty high. I think what we're going to do... Let's see, let's take a few more things to sell. Oops. No, these are safe to take. The individual ones we can't take. Okay. The individual ones we drop for map markers, but from the group of stuff we're going to take things. And we're going to go back up here to the Defender Sart. And we'll get a much needed rest. Kill Rameen. I don't think that's not going to happen. Oh, and this is going to be where we find Nenio. So this will be nice. The question is, who we're going to want to replace in our party.
We're
wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you calling boy?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them! Just an audience, they don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Shrug, remaining silent.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
None of your answers were correct. The correct answer is an aurochs. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask them some more. They still might manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up! And her entire entourage, too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Absolutely.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Okay, you, my darling, see if you can put that person to sleep. You shoot the archer. Woljif. Oh, get over here. Darn it. It's not what I want to have happen. Oh well.
Cover me, all right?
No, nice. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Yes, it is. It means you were asleep in class.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Failed lore religion check. Oh, brother. I don't know what it is. Red and gold?
Red and gold are the colors of Baphomet.
Nope.
Iomade's colors are red and white. I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. Someone has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Several spells. Alright. Canabras isn't safe right now. Shall we join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
Fine.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
All right. I'm going to leave her off the team for the time being because she's not an adequate substitute for Woljev. The reason being because right now Woljev can do more damage poking things, so he is pretty good at that job. This is going to make us heavy, so we're going to loot a bunch of stuff and then pick the cheap things, and then we'll get out of here. That was good though. We met Nenio. That's what I wanted to do, is get her in the game. Okay, drop all those. And the first time, for those of you who watched the first series, I had a lot of frustration with spell casting. And I talked about how everything has super high resistance and stuff like that. But the thing is, later on, Nenio can take a mythic feat that makes it so you choose one element like fire. And it doesn't quite get around spell resistance, but it almost does completely. And it makes it so she's pretty powerful. And then, of course, she still has other buffing spells to help you. Or in my case, me as an Eldritch Knight, she has spells to help with that. So I kind of wish when you came here, you would automatically just go inside the tavern instead of into this little courtyard area and having to make this transition every time. But it's not the end of the world. All right, this is the end of the episode. Well, no, it's not. We just got a cutscene. It's going to be the end of the episode, and I'm going to tell you all the standard stuff. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. The Defender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins. But somehow, none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Aaron, come. Let me properly introduce you to Elan, Jenna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. It was me who convinced Erebeth to use Jenna, Curl, and Elan found for a little party. Oh, what they found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times had come and the abyss had devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. All right. Excellent. Allow me to declare my support for Sila's decision as well. Experience tells me that we should shed no tears until after our victory. If we start to mourn the fallen while the battle is still raging, we'll be jeopardizing all our efforts. Now is the time for rest. We'll bury the dead after the last demon has been driven from Canabras. Hey, we're just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better. Beer helps with that, by the way. So we have better reason to toast. Okay, well, I'm going to run through some of this. This is not really important. There's no quest-related stuff to there, and this episode's getting long. Folks, I'm having a blast doing this, except for the COVID cough. Hopefully that goes away very soon. I hope you're all enjoying it. I hope it isn't too insufferable for you, me editing out all these coughs and these little pauses in the dialogue. But It's just such a fun game, and I want to play it to the end and have a lot of fun doing it. I like to put big series on my channel, big Let's Play series of fun games. I think back to like Divinity Original Sin 2. That was 120 episodes, and it was some of the most fun I've ever had gaming. I think about the recent Elden Ring series. That was some of the most fun I ever had gaming, and that was 90 some episodes. I love stuff like that. I definitely want to put Pillars of Eternity 1 on this channel, and I almost want to do The Witcher 3, because I feel like going back through that game, not playing the DLC, just playing the straight game. I wasn't a fan of the DLC like other people were. I liked the Blood and Wine DLC right up till the end when you had to fight the last guy, and then the difficulty spike made me not like that DLC. But I like the base game so much, and it's already so big. In my opinion, it was perfect, and it didn't need a DLC. So I almost want to put that on my channel because it's just so great, and Geralt's such a great character. In the meantime, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be doing this, and I'm going to try to find something space-oriented to fill the gap in these, or something strategy-oriented to fill the gap in Stellaris going away. I haven't quite figured out what that is yet, but people, if you want to, definitely throw down your suggestions. And in fact, I might make a short video about just that very thing, about Stellaris going away and what should we do next. What would you like to see on this channel in the genre of either space sims or space strategy games or just strategy games? So there's that. It's a long video. Thanks for sticking with me till the end. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you next time.